Hello everyone, my name is Rene Gonzalez, and today I want to talk to you about something that affects nearly all of us, whether we realize it or not. That is the growing issue of health and technology addiction. More specifically, we'll explore how smartphone notifications and social media engagement are impacting our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. Let's start with a basic question. What is technology addiction? It's the excessive or compulsive use of digital devices, especially smartphones and social media, to the point where it disrupts your daily life. This can look like constantly checking your phone, feeling anxious or restless when you're not connected, or turning to your screen for comfort whenever things feel overwhelming. While this affects people of all ages, teens and young adults are especially at risk. So why are these devices so hard to put down? Well, every time we get a notification, our brain gets a tiny hit of dopamine, the same chemical that reinforces habits. That ding or buzz, it gives us a little rush. And because notifications are unpredictable, they tap into the same psychological mechanisms as slot machines. Sometimes it's a like on your photo, other times it's a spam email. That randomness keeps us coming back for more. Every time we respond, we strengthen habit-forming pathways in our brain, making it harder to stop. App designers know this. Infinite scrolling, algorithmic feeds, personalized content, these features aren't just convenient, they're engineered to maximize our time on screen. TikTok's endless feed and Instagram's explore page are perfect examples of content loops that are difficult to escape once you enter them. Let's talk about how this addiction shows up in our health. Mentally, constant stimulation from devices can lead to emotional dysregulation, irritability, and even mood swings. Our brains get overloaded with information, making it harder to focus or think clearly. And when we rely on tech to escape stress, we're not building healthy coping skills, we're avoiding the root of the problem. Physically, things like text neck are becoming more common. 60 pounds of pressure on your spine from looking down at a phone is no joke. Add in digital eye strain, disrupted sleep from blue light exposure, and it's no wonder so many people feel exhausted even after a full night of sleep. In fact, 70% of teens sleep with their phones, which disrupts their REM cycle and overall sleep quality. Socially, there's what we call the loneliness paradox. We're more connected than ever, but somehow we feel more isolated. FOMO, or the fear of missing out, keeps us glued to our screens. Teeth, meanwhile, real-life interactions suffer. Relationships can become strained when we prioritize our devices over the people in front of us. Constant comparisons on social media also chip away at our self-esteem, and the numbers back this up. 78% of teens check their phones at least once an hour. Nearly half of adults say they're online almost constantly. And get this, frequent device interruptions cost workers an average of 40 minutes of productivity every single day. Even more alarming, social media use has been linked to a 66% rise in depression among young adults. So what can we do about it? The good news is we're not powerless. First, we can set digital boundaries. Create screen-free zones like the dining table or bedroom. Turn off non-essential notifications. Use screen time limits if needed. We can also be more mindful with our tech. Try using the SOTA method. Stop, observe, decide, act. Instead of instinctively reaching for your phone, pause and reflect on why you're doing it. Another powerful strategy is taking regular digital detoxes. Schedule tech-free days where you reconnect with offline activities like reading, walking, or spending time with loved ones. Finally, we need to look at this from an ethical perspective. E-tech companies should be held accountable for designing with intention, not addiction. As users, we should push for more responsible digital design and advocate for better education about digital literacy, especially for younger generations. In closing, I just want to say this. Technology isn't the enemy, but how we use it and how it's designed can have serious consequences. Awareness is the first step. Let's take back control of our attention, our time, and our health. Challenge yourself to reduce screen time, prioritize face-to-face interactions, and use technology more intentionally. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope this presentation sparks some reflection, and I'd love to hear your thoughts or questions afterward.